Are the mirrors in your home stopping you from having a higher self esteem about yourself? What's going on, everyone? In this episode, I'm going to discuss some of the things about the mirrors in your home that you may never have given thought to before, and the reasons why my partner and we got rid of them throughout our house for a few years now, and we have noticed amazing results within our mind. Yes, we got rid of our mirrors. We do not have a mirror in our bathroom anymore. We do not have a mirror in our bedroom anymore. We don't have them throughout the home. Now, we do have a little mirror that we have in our bathroom, to look up at your face if you have to, for when I shave or when my partner, she has to do some stuff on her face. But the typical mirrors that you stand in front of and you make yourself look all good, and the mirrors in the bathroom, that big mirror behind the faucet that everyone always has, that you're always looking at yourself in, we no longer have them. And here's why. When you realize how much that you judge yourself, how much comparison you have, even though you may not mean it, and you may be the type of person where you feel good about yourself, and you may not feel like you are judging yourself a lot, but let me tell you what, every single time you look in a mirror, you do compare yourself. Your subconscious mind does compare itself to someone or something else because of all the programming that we have had in our life since birth. Since birth, we have been programmed to compare. And in this comparison, we somehow must think of ourselves in some way that will either bring us negative validation or positive validation. And then that will dictate our choices throughout our life without us even knowing it. And not to get into the woo-woo aspect of it all, but mirrors kind of are a form of magic. If you think about what they are and what they do, and if you look back into some of the esoteric knowledge, mirrors were created for a particular reason. I'm not going to get into all that, but it was to bring us out of our internal self, right? Everything mirror is focusing on the outside. We're the only human, or we're the only species of animal on the planet that looks at themselves on a regular basis. The only other way to look at yourself in nature is from water. And then it's a very beautiful experience, because if you weren't programmed with mirrors since birth, then when you saw yourself in water, it would be a much different experience. Or maybe off a reflection or something like that on some sort of a lake or even the ocean when it's calm. But we have been growing up in mirrors, and when we subconsciously compare, every single time we look in the mirror, it's taking energy away from you, whether you know it or not. It's taking energy away from you creating your internal reality. It's an instant dump. You could be in a really good internal place inside. As soon as you look in a mirror, it takes you out of that. And I say for women, it's even more of a problem, because they're the ones that are spending all the time getting ready in the morning. A lot of guys, they do their quick thing and they run out the door. And women stand there a long time getting ready. I never actually realized or put into linear, wow, that's a lot of time, how much time women spend getting ready. So let's take a look at it. My partner used to work as an attorney. She'd spend every morning getting ready, I think for about 45 minutes to an hour, suit, heels, makeup, hair, all that stuff. That's 7 hours a week. That's 28 hours a month you spend just in front of the mirror so you can look a certain way because you were told that's how you're supposed to look. Because that's what is labeled. That's what you do to bring validation to yourself. And some women say, "Oh, I enjoy it. It's fun." Well, okay. I mean, if you're doing it for fun or whatever, this is just to have awareness. Do we have awareness to what those things are doing to us? And I would say no. Most people don't think about what a mirror is doing. When's the last time you left the house? You just threw something on. You left the house without looking at yourself, not caring about what you look like. You know? It's a big step for people. Some people never do that. They always have to get ready. Like my partner, she used to always have to get ready. Well, what time are we leaving today? I have to get ready. And I never really put the two and two together about really, we're just living our life. I don't know, I'm going to leave around 3. She'd be in the bathroom at 2:30 getting ready. Like, what is that? Now it's like, what time you want to leave? 3 o'clock. At 2:59, we're throwing our shoes on. Like, no, it doesn't matter. You just are who you are. And the mirrors, constantly looking at them, they do bring judgment on yourself. And if you're the type of person where you're like, I look at a mirror all the time, I never judge myself. For you, hey, it might be that way. Also, I would say you might not want to realize what it's doing. But you're constantly judging yourself. And we got social media. We got enough freaking comparison going on. And, separation and all this ideologies about what we're supposed to look like. So about 4 years ago, we got rid of our mirrors. We just took them down and sold them all. It was one of the best decisions we ever made. Because mirrors are weird to me now. Like, why do I have to look at myself that intensely all the time to make sure I look a certain way? I look okay. Do you look okay? You do, whether you think you do or not. Go for 2 weeks without a mirror in your bathroom. So every time you go wash your hands, every time you go to the bathroom, every time you brush your teeth, you are not looking at yourself in the mirror. You'll see a difference in the psychology part of your mind. You'll really notice the mind calms down a little bit. You'll feel a shift. And if you don't believe me, you're like, oh, no, this guy's, what is he doing talking about mirrors? Oh my gosh, doesn't he have anything better to do? Well, you know what? I love to diagnose my life. I really like to look at my life on deeper layers than most people like. And hey, that's why I make these videos, to maybe explain to you something I have learned from something you typically or normally would not want to do. So try it. I give you a 2-week challenge to go without mirrors. Have a little hand mirror in your bathroom for when you got to get ready for work to make sure, you don't have something on your forehead or whatever. And give it a try. Probably would be easier for guys than women, I'll be honest. But men, we judge ourselves. We do. We're told how we're supposed to look growing up. And we do judge ourselves. At least I caught myself judging myself more than I ever thought I did. Because it was a subconscious subliminal programming. And when I became aware of it, when I did activities in my life that brought awareness more into my life, I became very aware of these little things in my life. So my partner was game. We got rid of the mirrors. And we haven't looked back. We have one bathroom that's like a guest bathroom that we keep the mirror in there, because some people, they come over, they're like, "Where's your mirror? Oh my gosh, I need to look at myself." Oh, it's in the other room. Go in that bathroom and you can look at yourself in there. But the one that we used regularly, I actually wrote on the wall with paint, and we made it look really nice, and it says, "You are love." It says, "You are love." And we painted it with a brush and made it nice writing. It's like an affirmation to ourselves, because it's like you go to look there and there's normally a mirror there, and then it's just like, yes, I remember now why that's not there, because love is within me. There's nothing to validate me. There's nothing to compare myself to. I am a being human in my own personal way, expressing myself in my own personal way. And for us to all look like a Barbie or Ken doll or some sort of programming that we've been put up in. It distorts our view on ourselves, and we make decisions based on an expectation that was not created from our own natural creation within us. And that's the most important thing that we want to unlock, is every decision in our life, is it coming from our creation and not some external programming or expectation? Many blessings, my family. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to give that 2-week trial period with no mirrors a try. I dare you. Give it a try. You'll enjoy it. You'll see what I'm talking about. And leave me a comment if you're going to do it. Leave me a comment when you're done doing it. I'd love to hear your feedback. Many blessings. Leave me a comment. Subscribe. Talk to you soon.